everyone, my name is Gabby and today I'm going to be bringing you a double OwlCrate unboxing. So I'm going to be unboxing OwlCrate's April and May box. Obviously I've been gone recently and I've been busy with school and like other things, so now that I'm finally on summer vacation, I'm catching up on all those old videos that I should have posted. So one of the first things that I have to do is open these two lovely gems for you. As you all know, I've been doing OwlCrate unboxings on my channel for a pretty long period of time now. If you're not familiar with OwlCrate, I would be surprised. They are a monthly bookish subscription service that contains exclusive bookish goodies and exclusive books each month. They have exclusive covers, they have signed books they include in their boxes, and they work with small independent bookish companies to provide items inspired by their theme and inspired by other YA novels that are popular within the community. I absolutely love OwlCrate. I think they're one of the best bookish subscription services out there. I always love getting their boxes each month, so I'm really excited to dive in and open the April and May box for all of you. So since I'm doing two unboxings in one video, this is definitely not going to be as detailed as my OwlCrate unboxings normally are, but I'm still excited to dive in and show you all the goodies in both of these boxes, so we're going to get started. So the theme for OwlCrate's April box is Shadows and Secrets, and this is their spoiler card and matching pin, which are absolutely gorgeous as always. So the first item in the box is a pillowcase inspired by Crooked Kingdom that is designed by Stella Bookish Art, and I believe she's done a pillowcase for OwlCrate in the past. The pillowcase says, "When you can't beat the odds, change the game," which is one of the famous quotes from Crooked Kingdom, and it's like this blackish red and white color. There's like a little bit of gray in there. It's definitely very dark and very much fits the vibe of Crooked Kingdom, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I always love seeing fandom merch from the Grisha trilogy and from the Six of Crows duology. Just like Leigh Bardugo's, all the worlds that she creates are just absolutely beautiful and stunning, and I'm so excited to have this pillowcase. I absolutely love bookish pillowcases. I've been wanting to get more of them recently, so I'm super excited to get to use this. So the next item in here is from Bones Coffee Company, and it is Deadly Dark Chocolate and Sea Salt Coffee, and it is an OwlCrate exclusive. So I'm usually not a coffee person. I've recently become more of a tea person. I like wake up every morning and I have my cup of peppermint tea, and it's very nice and soothing and relaxing and it doesn't have any caffeine in it. Whereas like with coffee, I can sometimes get sick with the caffeine, so if I go to Starbucks, which I do sometimes do, I normally get like more of the frappuccinos and the stuff that's more like chocolatey and sugary than it is straight up coffee. But the dark chocolate and sea salt sounds absolutely amazing, and this is a pretty decent sized bag. Normally we get stuff a little bit smaller than this, so I'm really excited to get to try this, at least a little bit of it, and if I don't like it or I don't think that I can have as much of it as I could think, I can definitely give this to my mom because I know she loves coffee and she would definitely drink it. So I'm excited to have this because it's definitely going to go to good use, and I hope that it tastes delicious. The next item in the April box is from Jubilee Designs, and it is an exclusive pencil set that is inspired by Harry Potter, and so there's quotes that are engraved into the pencils. The first one says, "I solemnly swear I'm up to no good." The second one says, "Mischief managed," and the third one says, "Property of the Half-Blood Prince." So those are of course obviously very popular lines from the books, and each of the pencils is a different color. There's like a red pencil, a gold one, and a black one, and I absolutely love this. These are so adorable, and I'm definitely going to be using these going into the upcoming school year. I absolutely love them. They're super adorable and nerdy, and of course you can always use a pencil, especially for me being a student, so I'm incredibly excited to have these. The next item in here is inspired by the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare, which you all know is my favorite, and it is Shadowhunters soap from Three Sisters Apothecary by the Soap Cauldron, and the scent is Wild Berry, so I'm gonna give this a sniff and see what it smells like. That's if I can get it open. So it's this nice like thick bar of soap, and it's purpley and definitely reminds me of berries. We're gonna smell this. Oh, that definitely smells like berries. It smells very fruity. Oh, I love that. I really don't know how it's inspired by the Mortal Instruments series, because I feel like, you know, if they were gonna do anything, they would make it smell like sandalwood. Like they would have it be like one of the scents that's mentioned in the book. Like I think Alec uses like sandalwood shampoo or something like that. I don't remember obviously because it's a very minuscule detail, and I have only read the series twice now. I'm still excited to have Shadowhunter soap. Like I love the Mortal Instruments series, and any goodies inspired by them I am all here for. So I'm incredibly excited to get to use this. It smells wonderful. Then one of the last items in here before we get to the book of the month is a vinyl sticker that is inspired by The Young Elites by Marie Lu, and the artist is Jamila Mahio. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I hate butchering people's names. And the character character on the sticker is supposed to be Adelina, so I have not read The Young Elites or actually anything by Marie Lu at all, which is horrible. I know I totally should because everyone loves her books, but I haven't gotten around to them yet. The quote on the sticker says, "Everyone has darkness inside them, however hidden," and it has this really nice, like, sort of reflective pattern to it where there's one side that's dark and one side that's a little bit light, and they're both sort of complemented by each other. So there's the sticker in a little bit more detail. I love the design. It's definitely very simple, but I also love sort of like the idea behind it. Of course, I haven't read The Young Elite, so I really can't tell you much about this, but I definitely think the design is gorgeous and I'm excited to have it. Finally, before we get to the OwlCrate book of the month, there is a sampler in here for Legendary by Stephanie Garber, which is the final book, I believe, or at least the second book within the world of Caraval. I know that a lot of people were freaking out about this book when it came out last year, and then ended up getting some mixed reviews, or some people that really loved it, so other people that didn't really like it. I read it and I enjoyed it at first, but like, I don't know how much it grabbed me. Like, I really wanted to like it, but I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. I'm still excited to have this sampler. Maybe if I read it, it'll encourage me to pick up Legendary, because I initially wasn't going to, but maybe this will entice me. I know that Caraval was one of the OwlCrate books of the month, so obviously that's why this is in here. I'm excited to get to read this. Hopefully it'll encourage me to maybe pick up Legendary and read more within the Caraval world, but this is still kind of exciting to have. Legendary is out now. It came out May 29th, so if you want to read the second book within the Caraval world, you can go and pick up Legendary. It's in stores now. Finally, we have our OwlCrate book of the month, which is Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. So I know a lot of people were absolutely screaming about Daughter of the Burning City, which came out last year, which is insane because it felt like they were literally handing out arcs of that book, and now it's been almost a year since it's been out, and it's just, that's absolutely mind-blowing to me. So this is her second book, and I've heard nothing but wonderful things about this. Particularly, I've heard a lot from Emma Books, who really loved Daughter of the Burning City, and I'm really hyped to get to read this now. I really don't know a lot of what it's about, but obviously it's a heist novel, and from what I'm hearing, it's sort of being compared to Six of Crows and the like, so I'm definitely imagining a darkness and a sort of shady characters and unreliable protagonists and lots of like action and mystery and things going on, so it sounds really cool. Reading the back here, it says, "Take a card and stake your soul. Survival is your only goal. Surrender to the vice within. Bet your life. Hope you win." So that's a really cool rhyme. And yeah, again, this sounds very intense. And the book is signed by Amanda Foody. I'm doing a horrible job at holding that up, but it is signed by Amanda, which is really, really cool. I always love getting signed books. So I'm excited to get to read this, find out more about it. I know I'm not really doing a good job at describing it, but we still have a whole nother box to get to, so I'm kind of quickly rushing through this, but the cover is absolutely gorgeous. And then included with the book is a letter from Amanda Foody, and then there's this little guidebook, where to go and where not to, and so you can open it, and there's a whole bunch of stuff in here, so that'll be interesting to flip through and look at a little bit later. But this was the April box. So now we get into the theme for the May OwlCrate box, which is Fight Like a Girl. And here's the spoiler card and matching pin. We have what looks like a warrior all decked out in like face paint and has lots of furs on and a sword. So I'm definitely sensing a story that's gonna have a lot of badassery within it, and I'm incredibly excited. So the first item in here is designed by none other than E.B. Bookish herself, who is absolutely beloved within the book community for her phenomenal designs. And this item is a wall hanging that is inspired by A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. And the quote is from Feyre, and it says, "Remember that you are a wolf and that you cannot be caged," and it has this very gorgeous design to it. I don't want to take it out just yet because obviously then it's going to be all sprawled out, and if I'm not hanging it up right away, it's going to get wrinkled. But I'm really, really excited to get to have this. I'm starting to run out of space on my walls to hang things, so this is definitely something that may go in a college dorm. Maybe. We're going to have to see, but I do like this, and I'm excited to get to have it. It looks like it's really well made in terms of like the fact that there's these wood supports and then there's the string and everything. I'm excited to get to have this. The next item in here is a double-sided tassel bookmark designed by Indigo 11 that is inspired by both The Wrath and the Dawn and The Flame and the Mist by Renee Attier. And I have not read either of those books either, but again, I've heard wonderful things about both, so I definitely would be interested in picking them up sometime soon. Okay, so the quotes on here, one says, "If I am marching to my death, then I will march to it as a girl without fear." That's really badass. And then the other quote says, "You are strong, fierce, capable beyond measure." And then there's these sort of like flower print designs on either end that are just absolutely stunning. stunning. So I'm really excited to get to have this. I always love tassel bookmarks too. Like, I just like having the tassel at the end. I feel like it just adds a little flair to it, and it kind of matches because there's like the purple in the background here, and then this one has a little bit more of a prominent purple color. So it was a good color to pick for the tassel. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited to get to use this. The next item in here is an enamel pin from Out of Print, and it's inspired by Harry Potter, and the quote is from Hermione, and it says, "When in doubt, go to the library," and it has a book on there and some gold embellishments, so it's absolutely gorgeous. Of course, I always love my pins. As you guys know, I have my entire tote bag, which actually I have hanging up, so I'm gonna go and grab it for you really quickly because I want to show it to you. I have this entire tote bag that I've filled with pins, a lot of which are from OwlCrate, so of course I always love my pins because any ones that I get immediately get added to this bag, and I'm basically trying to just fill it up with pins, like all front and back. I don't have anything on the back yet, but of course I always love getting pins because it helps me become even closer to my goal of filling up this entire thing. So I'm really excited to have another pin to add to my collection, especially one that's as gorgeous and bookish as that one is. The next item in here is one that I'm really excited about, and it's a bath bomb that is inspired by Children of Blood and Bone, which just recently came out and everyone's been reading and loving, but it looks really big, so I'm kind of intimidated to read it, but it's probably one that I will end up getting to eventually. So I have no idea what the scent on this is, but I'm excited to get to have it nonetheless. I always love bath bombs that have a little bit more of a flair to them. Like, there's a little bit of black at the top and some gold sort of shimmer, and I just love bath bombs, like throwing them into the bath and watching them fizzle up. So I'm excited to have this and excited to use it. Even though I have not read Children of Blood and Bone yet, I've heard nothing but wonderful things about it. So I'm really excited to get to use this bath bomb from Whipped Up Wonderful. So thank you so much for working with OwlCrate and for including this amazing bath bomb in the box, which is exclusive to OwlCrate, of course, as all of OwlCrate's items are. The next item in here is an art print inspired by Inej from Six of Crows that was designed by Melanie Bergiois, and I absolutely love this. I love how it's very dark, and then you just have Inej and she's just dressed like a badass. I always love getting art prints from OwlCrate because there's so many beautiful and talented artists within the YA book community, and I always love seeing what they come up with. This design is absolutely stunning, and I'm so excited to have it. What I've been doing now is taking the ends of my bookshelf, like here and here, and pinning up art prints. So this one may have to go on my shelf at the bottom with all of my Leigh Bardugo books, so I'm excited to have this. So since OwlCrate is absolutely wonderful, they decided to include 2 books in their OwlCrate box this month. The first is from Of Tubs Publishing, and it's called Catching Stars by Kayla Keenan. So the story follows Jane, a powerful witch who's just trying to survive in the grim city she calls home. When her path crosses with Maddox, a young man who was wrongfully thrown in prison and has just escaped, they become the most unlikely of allies, which sounds really interesting. I know that OwlCrate has included another book from Of Tubs Publishing in the past, and I love when they work with them and we get to have indie books and get to read from authors who are a little bit more unknown. So I'm excited to hopefully dive into this. The story sounds really interesting, and I'm excited to find out more about the magic system within this world and all the crazy things that are going on. So I'm excited to have my hands on this and excited to get to read it. Thank you so much, OwlCrate and Of Tubs Publishing, for this wonderful collaboration. Finally, we get to our OwlCrate book of the month for May, which is Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young, and included with the book is a letter from the author, and then there is a pin that is inspired by the book that says something in Latin, which I believe is translated to breathe fire, and there's 2 axes on it, like the one that's on the cover. And so of course, like all previous OwlCrate books that came before it, this edition is signed by the author and it has a exclusive cover. So I know a little bit more about Sky in the Deep than I do about Ace of Shades. This book has been described a lot on BookTube as Wonder Woman meets Vikings. We follow our main character and she's fighting on the battlefield, and among the enemy she notices her brother, and this freaks her out immensely because she thought he died. And so now she is sort of learning, like, why did he fake his death and trying to find out more about that. Also having to deal with a third enemy tribe who is enemies of both the 2 tribes that are originally fighting, so they have to team up together to take down that third tribe. So it just seems like lots of action and mystery and badassery and lots of crazy things going down. So I'm really interested to find out more. A lot of people on BookTube have been talking about this book recently, so I've been seeing it everywhere, and the more that I've seen it, the more that I've wanted to read it, so I'm really excited to have my hands on this. Whew, so that's pretty much it for my April and May OwlCrate OwlCrate unboxing. Definitely two really great boxes. I'm super excited to see what's in store for the June box, so we should talk about the June theme. So the theme for the June box is Summer Lovin', and there's going to be an item from Riddle's Tea Shop, which is of course incredibly exciting. So to find out a little bit more about the box, OwlCrate describes it as perfect for celebrating the beginning of summer. Our book is a super fun story about a girl who dreams of being a groundbreaking filmmaker. She gets into all sorts of shenanigans when creating a short film for a summer film festival. There will be exciting high-quality items inspired by Since You've Been Gone, Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, and more. And as I mentioned, there will also be a yummy exclusive item from Riddle's Tea Shop. I'm really excited about this. I was thinking about what book would be included, and I'm thinking that it's probably Sonia Manon's new book. I'm not sure what it's called. I'm blanking on the title. I think it's From Twinkle with Love, if I'm correct. But it's definitely going to be her new book, at least from the description is probably what I'm thinking. So I'm really excited to get my hands on it. I believe it will be signed, and I believe that there may be an exclusive cover as well. So I'm really hyped either way. OwlCrate usually does fantasy books, so I'm excited to see them take more of a contemporary path. And of course, with this contemporary being something that seems like super up my alley, I'm really excited to get my hands on it. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you want to check me out on social media, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at GabbyYABooks with one Y. That is GABBYABOOKS. If you want to check me out on Teen Reads, my contributor profile is down below, and my email is also down below for inquiries if you would like to email me about any concerns that you may have if you're a publishing house and you want to send me a book, or if you want to do a collab and you're a fellow booktuber. My email is down below, and any other relevant links related to OwlCrate and where you can check them out are also all in the description. So check out the description for a whole bunch of fun links and goodness. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time with a new video. Goodbye!
Broadway, here I come.